p.m. on a Tuesday. I finished up Operations A around 11:30, and so now I've come over to the Animal Kingdom. They've done a whole lot more construction since the time I was here back in November. Back then, all you could see was this big wall that they had put up. But now they're making real progress on this. I think this might actually be the new security station. I could be wrong about that. So that's what it looks like. Alright then, we got in. First things first, I don't think I'm really going to be doing too many thrill rides. Right now, actually, it's only an 85-minute wait for Flight of Passage, but I'm not heading that way. I'll probably do that tonight when it gets later. I'm going to go over and to Dinoland because it's a 40-minute wait for Dinosaur. But I think today mostly what I want to do are the nature trails. It's been a while since I've done them, and I think it could be a fun thing to do. So stick around. So there was something I noticed when I was watching my last two videos, and it's that my camera just bounces all around, guys. I'm sorry about that, but I've got it on a tripod. I'm carrying it around like so. I think part of the issue is I just need to slow down a minute when I'm talking to you guys, and I might be better. I'm gonna have plenty of time down here, so maybe I should slow down. That might be nice. Alright, well, I'm going back to the early Cretaceous period. Wish me luck. Hopefully there won't be too many angry predators around. Alright then, that was fun. And a little bit terrifying. So right now I'm gonna head up towards Asia. Probably do the Maharaja, however you pronounce that, jungle trek. That seems like a good one to start out with. Then we'll check to see how long the wait is for Kilimanjaro. Though we might do that one a little bit later, simply because the animals, it's the middle of the day, it's kind of hot out, and they don't really like that. So we might come back when it's a little bit cooler, like closer to around duskish. So maybe in a couple hours we'll hop on that and have some fun looking at all the different animals. But yeah, as of now, let's go check out the Maharaja Jungle Trek. Look at all these climbers ready to climb the mountain. I mean, they've got their gear with them and everything.
Right above that guy.
Well, that was fun. I enjoyed looking at that. So it's about an hour's wait for Everest. That's what I'm going to go do now. And after that, I guess it'll be time for us to see if we can't hop on Kilimanjaro.
Pues no quiero Ay, yo tengo
Alright then, expedition never shut down while I was waiting in line. It's alright. We're leaving the attraction just as calm as can be. Alright then, so for my time lost, I got a fast pass on here. I can use it for anything except for the Rivers of Light or Pandora. So, I think what I'm going to do now is do the Gorilla Trail that's over by Kilimanjaro. I will probably find me a little something to eat after that. If Everest is up and running, I'll use my fast pass for that. If not, I might use it for Kilimanjaro safaris. But after I get something to eat, it might be time for me to just go ahead and do Kilimanjaro, so who knows, I could decide to wait in that line. We'll see. According to the map, it says it's an hour wait, 75-minute wait for Kilimanjaro, so let's go through the Gorilla Trails and see if it goes down by the time we get out.
Here's Dad. Alright, ready? See the stack of them back there?
You can see the gorillas back there. And furthermore, look at all the people here. So look at the gorillas. $4:30 right now. Still a 75-minute wait for the Kilimanjaro safaris. Part of me wonders if I should use my fast pass on that or wait to see if Everest is open later this evening. Here's what I think. The park closes at 9, I believe, this evening. I'll go back and recheck that. If it gets to be about 8 o'clock, or let's say 7:30, if it gets to be about 7:30 and Everest still hasn't reopened, I'll use my fast pass on this and then run over to Pandora and try and get on Flight of Passage before it closes. If not, you know, oh well. If not, we'll use our fast pass on Everest and then see how long the wait is for Kilimanjaro later. I'm going to say words I never thought I was going to say. I'm going to do Bug's Life. It's one of my least favorite Pixar films. Not that big a fan of bugs in general. Don't have that many pleasant memories about the show. Alright, let's do it. Here we go. No turning back now. I'm walking in the queue. Alright, here we go. Part of the reason that I came in here is it's actually been a while since I've walked around the Tree of Life. So, I kind of wanted to enjoy all the vistas and the pretty walks around this big concrete tree. First things first, shorter than I remember. Still don't like it. Yeah, not much more to say about it than that. I guess, you know, I'm just not tough enough to be a bug. Let's say that. So I'm going to go use my Fast Pass for Kilimanjaro Safaris right now.
Related to zebras, but they're not. Okapi are the forest cousin of the giraffe. Very shy and elusive, okapi were not discovered by the Western world till about 1901. Unusually late for such a large animal. See if they come back into view for you. There we go. Sometimes when I drive through this part of the reserve, I get to see black rhinoceros, and I know they look like an indestructible animal, but hippos are pretty mobile. They can run at about 20 miles an hour and turn on a dime. In the water, they're decent swimmers who can hold their breath for up to 8 minutes at a time. Most of the time when you see a hippo moving in the water, though, they're just walking on the bottom of the river. And that's a female. A male can outweigh her by about 1,500 pounds. Males are huge. Now I'm going to have Nile crocodile coming up on our left in a moment. Just make sure Nile part of their name because they were discovered in the Nile River, but you will find them in just about any body of water in Africa. They've even been known to go swimming in the ocean. Migrations left on Earth. When they migrate across the Serengeti, their herds will number in the tens of thousands. There's also some wee tiny tan black and white gazelles mixed in with the wildebeest. Those are springbok, and that's as big as they're ever going to get. Typically weighing about 70 to 100 pounds, can spring 10 feet in the air to get away from a predator. My favorite animals are over to the right. Big brown cattle, great big giant horns. These are Ankole cattle. They also go by the name Watusi, which is the name of the tribe that first domesticated the cattle over 6,000 years ago. They're actually in their own family grouping. The girl hyenas rule the clan, and that's because the girls are bigger than the boys. Hyenas kind of break all the rules. That's why they're in their own family grouping. Now, one of their cousins is the wolverine. The Maasai are known for their reddish-brown color and lacy look to their patch pattern. Several baby giraffe in the herd right now. They range in age from as young as 9 months old to just over a year old. Takes a giraffe till they're almost 5 years old to get fully grown. When baby giraffe are born, mama giraffe does not lay down to give birth. Baby giraffe drop from an approximate 5-foot height. Thankfully, they're really tough babies, and by the time they're about an hour old, they are up and following mom around. Giraffe are the tallest land animals. They can be up to 20 feet tall, and they have the same number of bones in their neck that you and I have. Baby's a little girl. She's about 3 years old. She already weighs about 2,000 pounds. Mom weighs 7,000 pounds. She's got a long ways to go. Now that baby will be a baby till she's about 5 years of age. That's when they usually stop nursing from mom. Then they become adolescents or juveniles till they're mid-teens when they reach adulthood before she becomes a mama herself. That doesn't happen until they're in their late teens though. I see one of the girls, but I'm going to have to go around the other side to get you a view of her. Now this is pretty much what lions do for about 18 to 20 hours out of the day. They prefer to do much of their hunting at night. It's easier to sneak up on your food in the dark, plus they've got really good night vision, 6 times better than our own. Now I usually see him with a couple of girls. I saw one of them. Let me get around here and see if I can get you a good view of her. Oh, there's the other one. Don't worry about the animals to the right. I'll get you a better view of them in a moment. We're going to focus on the lions first. Now I got this first lioness here. The other lioness is going to be on the highest rock of the Kopi. I'm going to get you a nice view of this one here. Now it is true that the girls will do most of the hunting for the pride, but the male's main job is that of protector. Not a lot of animals will mess around with a fully grown male lion. He can weigh over 500 pounds. The girls are about half that size. There's the second female way up on the highest rock. They're really good climbers and jumpers, better than most people want to give them credit for. I bet she can see everything from up there. Numbers are slowly recovering. While the shaggy-coated lighter brown and white antelope are called waterbuck. Get their name because you'll typically find them around sources of water. They have really oily fur, and the oils in their fur help to make them water repellent. I've also got ostrich eggs on the ground to the right. Largest egg made by a bird takes about 18 to 24 chicken eggs to be the same size as one ostrich egg.
Alright, fun and good safari. Let's see here, not much else to say other than we saw a lot of animals. I'm going to go ahead and start walking over towards Pandora, but while I'm doing that, I'll also stop somewhere and check to see if Everest is back up and running. I don't think it's likely though. So, we will see. We will see. Well, good news. Check the app. It says it's a 30-minute wait for Everest. So I'm gonna walk quickly over there, try and get on it. If I don't, that's fine. But hey, one more attraction. Never mind, it looks like they've got the attraction up and running, but they haven't quite opened the gates yet. So, back to plan A. Last time I was here, this was all under construction. But here we are now, and it's open. Turns out it was a restaurant. How about that? Wait time has changed. It now says it's 90 minutes. We might be able to do Everest. We will see. Video, that's all. Alright, got off Flight of Passage. It's now 7:25. Let's go see if we can do Everest. Here I am. While I was in line, I met a group of college program participants. Surprise, surprise, we're everywhere. And I was talking to them, and their goal is to ride Expedition Everest 100 times. They're on time number 4. I wish them the best of luck, and if we cross paths again, I hope that you'll have reached your goal. Right now, though, the park's about to close. The light show is going to start fairly soon. But I think I'm just going to call it a night and head on back to the apartment. Well, it's been a fun night here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And once again, I hope you'll continue following my adventures because I have just such a fun time doing it. Well, I'll catch you in the next one. See you around.